Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be doing a video about Nio Stock, but before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below, subscribe to the channel for more awesome content, join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. So today we're going to be talking about Nio Stock. Is Nio Stock a good buy at $39.69? My overall price prediction for Nio Stock in or by the end of the year, and why I think right now is a very good time to be picking up Nio. I just want everybody to know everything I say in my videos is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion. So let's dive into Nio Stock and let's talk about what's been going on with Nio. So if you guys don't know what Nio is an EV company based out of China. They produce luxury EV cars, right? Pretty similar to what Tesla does here in the States. Now, Nio has definitely gotten a lot of attention over the last year. Taking a look at the one-year chart, up 1,183% of its value. It definitely came in swinging. This has a lot to do with kind of the evolution of the EV market. A lot of people are getting more bullish on EV as President Biden is kind of aiming more towards a, EV infrastructure, kind of, people are trying to make things more green, stuff like that. So EV has definitely gotten a lot of momentum over the last year. We definitely saw in the year of 2020 that a lot of EV stocks did very, very well, while a lot of other stocks did not do too well. A lot of travel, like airlines and cruises, definitely did take a big hit in the year of 2020, while EVs and tech were absolutely booming. Now, with EVs, a lot of them do or are longer term plays. A lot of them do kind of have to establish themselves, but Nio is establishing itself as we speak, and this is why I do think that Nio Stock is an absolute must buy at $39.68. I do think that this stock does have so much upside potential. And the reason I say this is because, from the beginning of the year onward, from January 11, we got Nio Day. On Nio Day, Nio unveiled all sorts of cool plans for us, where the company's actually going to be headed, how they're working on a bigger and better battery, how they're trying to basically evolutionize their overall business model. Nio's already headed towards profitability by the year of 2022. Nio's expanding as we speak. They're going to start selling cars in Europe by the middle of this year, 2021. So Nio's on a huge path of trajectory of growth. So why has the stock been falling? So if we take a look at the 3-month chart, guys, we definitely see that Nio here did have a high of $62.84. And we see this crash here where Nio was basically at $35.21, losing almost 50% of its value in just 3 months alone, which has kind of turned people off the stock. A lot of people sold out. A lot of people are not bought on the whole idea of Nio. People are upset that, how could Nio drop 50% of its value? A lot of it is not attributed to Nio alone. A lot of it has to do with just a huge EV market correction. A lot of EV companies are trading pretty far from their all-time highs. Even Tesla, Nio, Workhorse, XPeng, all the EV companies are not trading anywhere close to their all-time highs. And a lot of people do think it's just because there's been a small rotation out of EVs into more safer stocks like tech and S&P 500. People getting pretty worried about bond interest rates. But I do think that Nio is going to do absolutely amazing this year, and I do think that Nio is going to revisit those $65, $70 price levels by the end of the year. Now, a lot of people are like, okay, why do you think that this is going to happen? Well, one, we definitely know that Nio is establishing itself as we speak. So, we did get the Shanghai Auto Show today, which was absolutely awesome. And there was a lot of good stuff that actually did come from that, So, we got an inside look of the ET7 sedan, which are going to start producing the first quarter of 2022. And this is a big deal because this is Nio's first sedan that they're actually going to be selling. Before, they only actually sold SUVs. But even taking a look at the technical analysis, now we do have the completion of the triple bottom pattern, which is a very bullish security. It's a very bullish sign if you're into the kind of technical analysis standpoint of it. But really diving in a little bit deeper, if we take a look at what actually happened, Nio announced a Power North plan, a blue sky lab fashion project, and the interior of its flagship sedan, which is the ET7. So, this is very, very good news. But what differentiates Nio from its overall competition? What makes Nio a better buy than, for example, XPeng, Li Auto, or even some of the EV companies like Lucid Motors here in the States? Well, a lot of people really do know this already, but the differentiation that Nio does offer is its battery as a service. The fact that you can swap by one of these battery swap stations, being able to swap out a full battery in just under 3 minutes and continue on your way with just a full charge is very game changing when it comes to the overall EV game. Nio is taking a different type of challenging approach. Nio does have a lot of competition that's rising up, but there is a lot to say about Nio as an overall company. the fact that Nio is definitely going to be the top EV player, the top EV winner of China. A lot of people have said this. Kathy Wood has said this. People do have faith in XPeng and Li Auto as well. I'm not discounting those companies. They're also very good EV companies, but people are optimistic that Nio is definitely going to be the Chinese EV winner. So the fact that Chinese people are backing this up, and the fact that here in the United States, an analyst have an average price target of Nio stock at $63.44. And the fact that that speaks volumes, because a lot of, analysts hate Nio. A lot of analysts do not like Nio stock. A lot of people in general do not like Chinese stocks. And the fact that they have such a high price target, for Nio stock goes to show that they do see the upside potential as well. The highest analyst price target for Nio right now being $100. It's so proven fact that if Nio was trading as a US-based company, that this thing would probably worth triple its value. Everybody knows this. It's not new news. And there's reasons for this. Ever since the whole Luckin Coffee kind of scandal, where a Chinese-based coffee company fraudulated all their sales and stuff like that. Kind of left a sour taste in a lot of people's mouth with Chinese companies. There was a big talks about delisting Chinese companies altogether. People were afraid that Nio was going to get delisted as well. Obviously, that's probably not going to happen. We see Nio here still in front of us, still standing and still growing every single day. On top of that, if we take even a look at Nio's sales numbers, Nio continuously is beating their sales delivery month after month after month. It just goes to show that Nio is growing in all the right directions. But a lot of people question, why isn't the stock price reflecting on this? Why is not the stock price reflecting on Nio's overall growth? And I think, like I said, it's a lot of it has to be attributed to just the EV market correction. A lot of people do think over the last week, we definitely see that Nio is up 14.15%, that this is definitely the start of a new bull run, that we're definitely going to see a turnaround in a lot of EV stocks. For me, I do think the same. I do think by the end of the year, a lot of these EV companies are going to be revisiting their all-time highs as people continue to rotate back up. As these stocks start to see a little bit more growth, people are going to be flooding back in to buy into these stocks because the value is here. But when it comes to stocks like EV, a lot of it has to be attributed to also it being kind of a longer term hold. For me, I'm a longer term investor. I don't care about flipping for pennies or trades or day trading, stuff like that. I see the long-term value in Nio and what the company has to offer, how fast the company is actually growing, how they're continuously beating their sales, how the company is going to be profitable just in the next year alone. Nio is headed in all the right directions, and people are really undermining the amount of growth that Nios actually have. Yes, like I said, since the stock has fallen about 40% of its value since its all-time highs, it's left a sour taste in people's mouth, and people are too afraid to invest back into the company. But I can assure you guys that Nio stock is definitely going to be a winner, and I do see that Nio stock probably does have the potential to hit $75 by the end of the year. With that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of Nio stock. Do you guys think Nio stock is going to hit $75 by the end of this year? And if you guys own Nio stock, how many shares do you guys own and what's your average? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.